Well, hey there, hi there. Welcome to this edition of Man with the Show. I am your host, Zane. A couple things I want to talk, little light things that basically are important. But before we start, don't forget the 4 magic words: subscribe, like, support, share. Very important. We're trying to survive here on YouTube. We are fighting a war against censorship, because there are those who don't want us around anymore, and they have been shadow banning, they've been censoring, they have been pulling videos, shutting down the channels, and basically, this is wrong. No matter what you think of the situation, they're coming for us now, they're coming for you later, right? And think about that for a moment, because basically, there are a lot of people here, don't care what your politics is. It's, that there are some great shows done on these YouTube creator channels, and they do a very, very good job. I mean, you saw a video earlier from the Chalk Eaters. They did a little parody to Bethesda, and that was well done. There are a lot of people who produce great videos out. Original content, that some people don't believe is original content, but they're being phased out. There are guys who do Dragon Ball parody content, or basically they do their own envision of a Dragon Ball episode, which they animate themselves, put their own music, put their own voices and stuff like that in there, and do a very good job. But yet they're being stricken down, because the mentality is that they took video footage from the show and just pasted it and edited it in there. But no, they animated it themselves. And I've always said this: why haven't Hollywood, why haven't these networks and TV stations, stuff like that, gone to some of these creators? They have created some great stuff out there, and basically, they've shown what they can do with little support on there, and they've created some great content. And they should tap some of these people. I've always, I was direct, with the Star Trek issues. Why haven't they tapped on the Star Trek Continues or Axanar or any other Star Trek film fan show creators, and gone to them and says, listen, we need help. We need a well-written story. What can we do to fix this whole debacle here at CBS? But no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're looking to cow tip to the small little so-called fans or whoever, that people they've either neither watched the show, or they've just watched a couple of episodes, and they haven't been watching like other people that have been watching since the beginning, or been watching for many, many years. They're big fans, and they love the show, and they've created, little fan service to them on here online. So always remember: subscribe, like, support, share. Not only this channel, every other channel. You can hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell. Also, if you're not getting our notifications, if you're getting unsubscribed, please let me know in the comments, because once in a while I get someone who gets unsubscribed and then they subscribe back again, and we know who it is that gets unsubscribe and resubscribe, because if they're not visible in our systems, we can see the people that are visible. The ones that are invisible, that we can't see at all, unfortunately, that's the only ones we can't tell if they're getting pulled, unsubscribed by either YouTube, or they're doing it themselves. So that's very important. Let us know down in the comments line. So we just wanted to take a little time, and there's some great little things that have been going on the streaming service, and one thing about a lot of people says, why do I have to pay for this? Why do I have to pay for that? What can I do to save some money? What can I do to cost cable cutting and stuff like that? Well, as you can see in the title, there is a streaming service, and it's free, very free, And they have multiple channels. And one of the new channels they've just added, and I mentioned this in another video, is that they have the classic Doctor Who episodes on Pluto TV, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, there are commercial breaks. The episodes are done in the half-hour format, which is fantastic, because there are two versions of it that you're able to. Each episode can either be watched in the half-hour format or in sort of like a mini movie format, which is like all the episodes wrapped together without any breaks in between. Like, for example, like Genesis of the Daleks with Tom Baker. There are versions of it where it just doesn't break, it just continues on through the whole entire storyline. But I'm glad that it's the half hour. I think this is through BritBox, because BritBox logo comes up every once in a while. So I think it's some agreement that BritBox did with Pluto TV. The only thing is the commercial breaks are a little abrupt when it happens. It's not so many commercials. It's like 2 or 3 that happen on there. They're a little lengthy. But to get classic Doctor Who free online, 24 hours a day, because right now BritBox I pay $7 a month. I think I still off of Amazon Prime, and basically I get Doctor Who there. I get Red Dwarf. I get EastEnders. I get a lot of other shows that I used to watch a long time ago. Keeping Up Appearances. Are You Being Served? A lot of great shows on there. Comedy. Blackadder is on there as well. That's why I keep it on there. If it wasn't for all those other shows, I would stay on Pluto and watch it all day long on Doctor Who. And I've been watching some of them, and there's some of the great episodes. And the thing is, they mix it up a bit. They don't go straight through. So you get a little bit of Tom Baker, you get a little bit of Colin Baker, you get Sylvester McCoy. I haven't seen any of the black and white ones yet. But look, they're probably going to be put up in there. I mean, this between the Pertwee years to the McCoy years, there's a lot of episodes in between. So they're probably going to be coming into the rotations in coming weeks as it progresses. Well, but it's a nice thing to see. But this is one of many, many things that you can catch online. Another company, Tubi TV. If you haven't gotten this app, you can get it on your TV. If you have a smart TV, on your smartphone, on your tablet. Tubi TV is a great site. It's got a big mixture, horror, action, classics, even stuff for the kids. I mean, there's some great stuff for the kids. Great stuff for us adults who were kids. And, they have stuff like the Transformers and the G.I. Joe series, He-Man, She-Ra. They also, I believe they still have Thunderbirds on there. The UFO, the original British UFO series and Thunderbirds from the same company. Space 1999. They just added some of the classic old shows, like Emergency is on there. If you've never seen Emergency, if you love the hospital TV series of today, this is one of the ones back then. It's about a fire department in California and the hospital they serve. Some great stuff. It's similar to the stuff you saw on Adam 12. And I think there was some crossovers, I believe, on that as well. Adam 12 and Emergency, if I'm not mistaken. I know there was some sort of crossover on some of those series. And there's some other great stuff. A lot of the movies on there. Some great Death Race 2000, Swamp Thing, mini horror. They have stuff. There's a network called Con TV, which you can get on Amazon Prime, and they have it. They have some of the selections there for free, which you pay Con TV. You pay a monthly service, but they have some of their best stuff on there as well. And there are many other services. I mean, Crackle, there's another one called Crackle by Sony. It's not as good as they used to be, but they've got there is some content they've just added recently. Like they have a lot of the anime of the X-Men Iron Man series that was done as an anime. But they had the great series Parker Lewis Can't Lose. If you haven't seen that with Corey Nemec, funny show. From the early, I believe that was the early Fox days. There was one, in those early Fox days, they had some great TV shows. I haven't seen Parker Lewis Can't Lose in a long, long time. But like I said, Crackle has some good things on there. There's another one called Midnight Pulp, which has a lot of Japanese stuff, a lot of Japanese horror, standard horror, a lot of anime. Also, this service is split in two. It's a free service, and then they have some service that if you pay them monthly, there's additional movies and specials and stuff like that that's on there. So I just wanted to bring this and get a little bit of a air. So many crazy things have been going on, but this is some good news to those of you looking for something to watch constantly. There's been a lot of complaints about how bad Doctor Who is in the last season or two, but here you got the classic stuff. If you haven't seen the classic Doctor Who stuff, go over to Pluto TV. It's free. You can load it on your smart TV. It's available on your smart TV. It's available on most formats, streaming. You can get it on your computer as well. It's like another segment, and we have to talk about it because I'm still looking into it. There's another one called Comet TV, which is also very good. Has a lot of science fiction and horror. But unfortunately, they're not available everywhere. You could pretty much watch them if you directly go to them on their site, comettv.com. You can upload it, but you can see it if you have a Apple, the Fire, some of those sites, equipment will be able to get you those apps, but you can't get the apps on the phones itself or tablets, unfortunately. You'll have to use the your search engine to find it and watch it that way. And, one of the ones I keep forgetting to bring up, for you guys that love Toonami, basically there is a site called Toonami Aftermath, and they've just expanded a bit more to include more channels. They have multiple channels now. One of the big things they're known for is running Toonami 24 hours a day. The original Toonami, the original cartoon from the Cartoon Network. They got a lot of great stuff. The old Lupins, the Dragon Balls, all those shows, Sailor Moon and all that. Last night I was up watching, they were running Neon Genesis Evangelion, the end of the Evangelion movie last night. Because they do show movies and specials and stuff like that. They do riff tracks. They do Mystery Science Theater 3000 on there. They do old TV series from the Nick at Night lineup as well. So if you love the original Nick at Night shows, it's available on this site as well. And it's done originally like the way you saw it back in that period. When you saw Toonami, you had the really cool openings, the commercials, and everything like that. And this is on 24. It's a non-profit group that's putting this out. And you'll find it, Toonami Aftermath. It's great. So comment below. Tell me, are you happy you're getting some free Doctor Who out there for once? That basically you hear all these crazy things on season 11, and now they're trying to apologize on season 12. Maybe this is part of the apology, giving some great old classic Doctor Who online. And it's free. That's right, it's free, folks. So these are the things that you can get. If you look carefully, it's out there. So we have one more tonight, and this one's going to be a good one. It's a little bit of the aftermath of E3. So remember, subscribe, like, support, share. We're also on mindsandgab.com, don't forget. You could find us here on YouTube. You could also find us on D-Link very soon. Also on BitChute. You could find us there as well. If you see one of our videos that are gone or the channel is down, basically you can go over to BitChute and check us out there. Subscribe to us. You can also give a donation to us financially to support the show, because we need your help. We keep saying this. We're under attack. by people that just don't want us anymore, that we're doing our job, that we're giving you programming that you want to see here on YouTube. So until later tonight at 10, we got one more coming up. Subscribe, like, support, share. We'll see you then.